Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything, all right? And if there's anything that you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know, okay? Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And right away we get the Cancer energy. This is the Knight of Cups. Now this represents the kind of the Cancer energy, the cardinal water energy, right, which happens to be your exact opposite sign. So this kind of represents almost a gift from yourself, right? This is something that pertains to that hidden side of you, right? Hidden desires, perhaps, wishes that have not really been fulfilled or maybe even acknowledged yet. We're going to put this into some context. All right, we're going to see what might be going on with this Knight of Cups. And now we've got a Prince of Pentacles. This is some of that fixed earth Taurus energy. This might be interesting. There might be a couple of things I'm feeling already with this. We have some major arcana. We do have a Three of Swords here, which is okay. Three of Swords is all right. We got a Four of Pentacles, another Prince, right? A Prince of Wands, Four of Swords, and an Eight of Pentacles. This seems right up your alley, Capricorn. Now, we're going to select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith Waite Tarot. Almost lost the whole stack there. We're just going to set this card aside. We're going to put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. All right. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction in the comments below. All right, let's do it together. Let's make it a collective group exercise in intuition. All right, I think it'll be fun. Let's take a look around the room here, because we've got all of our major arcana over here, 1, 2, 3. We have the Trinity, which is a unity, right? And this is interesting, the way these are positioned, because the High Priestess up here, right, it's the intuitive function, right? It comes from above, so to speak. Down here, we've got the Lust or Strength card. This is the instinct, and this is coming from below, which is quite interesting. And in the middle, we have, of course, the Balance of the Art or Temperance card. I like this. This is really kind of a fun configuration there. We've got these court cards. We have some fire. We have some water, which the only water we really have is in that Knight of Cups. So it feels to me like there is a desire that you are holding on to. There is something that you deeply want, but it's almost like something that we've been almost pushing away or trying to deny or putting on hold. It's a wish unfulfilled as yet, okay? We have the air energy, and I think that's kind of what is preventing us from going after what this kind of secret wish might be, this hidden or unseen wish. And of course, we have our earth energies here, which is, the earth energy is very reassuring. We start down here with the Four of Pentacles. We end with an Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like the universe is saying, you go ahead and fulfill this dream. Go ahead and pursue this wish, because it's going to be okay. You're starting from, as long as you feel balanced, as long as you feel in control, and as long as you feel safe, go for it. Right? As long as you're careful and patient and you don't try to overdo things, you don't rush it, or you don't try to force things, things are going to be really good. So I think the Three of Swords is kind of representing a bit of a worry, right? A bit of a memory of the past that we might be finding difficulty overcoming, right? And that might be inhibiting us from really pursuing what this is. Now let's take a look at this Knight of Cups. Because this is, at the same time, this is that hidden aspect of yourself. This is kind of an unrealized or unacknowledged wish or dream, right? A desire. But this also represents, generally in life, your ability to give and receive love, right? Affection, tenderness, kindness, intimacy. See, that figure is both offering the bowl of whatever, seafood, but then is also receiving, at the same time. The court cards generally mean two things at once, right? That's kind of their multiplicity there. So this is, like I said, at the same time your unseen desire, wish, dream, and at the same time it has something to do with giving and receiving love and affection. Yeah. I wonder what the Taurus energy is about. Now, it could be, for some of you, resonating as an actual Taurus person, right? That there is someone else in your life that you feel drawn to, that you do secretly admire, that you secretly wish for more with that person. Or maybe it's not so secret, but it's an unfulfilled desire or wish or dream, okay? And it may be towards a particular earth sign person, maybe a Taurus. You might want to watch the Taurus reading that we did. You might want to watch the Cancer reading, for that matter, okay? At the same time, this card is representing another person in your life. Now, they may not be a Taurus person. They may not be an earth sign person at all, right? The idea is that there's somebody that you are drawn to because of their stability, because of their steadiness, because they're reliable, right? Because you can tell that they're capable of commitment, right? Because the Prince of Pentacles is the builder. Someone that commits to a project and sees it through, right? Shows up when they say they will. Shows up on time too, right? Which is very important. I think this is also talking about what is your wish and desire. Maybe this wish, this dream, this desire is for you to build something, for you to be the builder, right? For some of you, it's going to be projected into another person, but I think still it applies that you want to be the one that builds. You want to build something. You want to build a business. You want to build a home. You want to build a family. This doesn't have to be romantic, okay? It could be a business. It could be a career. It could be a new empire, right? You could be building literally a home. You could be building a family. You could be literally building a garden, right? Whatever this unrealized dream or wish is, the universe is saying, go for it, right? Go for it. But use both your instinct, your gut, trust your gut, but be open to the higher spiritual energy, the intuition, right? Be open to possibilities. Don't limit yourself, okay? Now let's look at the rest of these cards. But this is very promising, this reading. Up above everything, we've got the High Priestess. And this is the advice to be open to intuition, right? What is the universe telling you? What do the signs tell you here? Right? Not what does your mind tell you, not what does your heart tell you, not what does the butterfly in your stomach tell you. What does the spirit tell you? What do the signs and synchronicities, the subtleties, right? We have to tap into the intuitive function, which I guess can be described as the perception of the possibilities inherent in this situation. Do you have a vision of how this is going to go? And can we differentiate that from a real vision versus just our mind playing a Three of Swords trick on us? Okay. And that's some of the discernment that you're going to have to muster in order to really feel this thing out, right? I was going to say think it through, but feel it out, right? In that intuitive way. In that intuitive way. Because I think the universe is sending you messages, and I think if you were to consider this path, which again I think is something that maybe you haven't been really considering it very much lately, right? Maybe it's been in the back of your mind for a while. But here it is front and center. And down below, you see we've got the lust or strength card. And this is the passion of it. This is the instinct. This is your gut. This is the butterfly in your stomach, right? And this is giving you messages too. It kind of feels as if this message is, this is going to be the best, wildest, most passionate ride you've ever taken. Whether it's romantic, whether it's, a business, a new career path, a new spiritual path, learning a new skill, going back to school, whatever this dream is. And that's the beauty of it. This could be anything, right? I can't tell from these cards other than it's the building up of something, okay? It seems like your gut is telling you that this is going to be, well, for lack of a better word, fun, right? That this is going to feel good, that this is going to give you vitality. This is going to give you this power of creation, right? But it's important to temper this with that intuition, right? How much of this is just your, that instinctual drive and desire to achieve this thing. But what does your intuition tell you? What does spirit tell you? Is there harmony between instinct and intuition here? That's what we need to find out. That's the art or temperance card. This is what we need to invoke. And this is behind everything. This is what is going to drive all of this forward, and this is the ability to blend. See, even the colors, if you can see, the colors even very much match up. The intuition here, the instinct here with the reds and oranges and the blues and whites and purples. And mixed together, we get this green person here, which represents the growth of something. And so that green really ties into either this or this, right? And when we look at the Three of Swords, we think, that's where, this is what my art or temperance card is telling me, that it's not going to work. But we have to be careful with this because the mind has this uncanny ability to convince you not to do things that you really should do. So the Three of Swords represents the memory, okay? Represents your ability to create reality in your mind. And a lot of the time, we associate the possibilities in a situation with a situation we've already had, right? We've got something to link it up with to help us. It doesn't always help, though. Because a lot of the time, we will match up this current situation with a negative memory, a memory of pain or loss or trauma or sorrow. That's why this card is called sorrow. It's the sorrow of the missed opportunity because we expect this current pursuit, romantic, professional, educational, artistic, creative, whatever it is, we expect it to be bad like the last thing that we remember that was bad, right? It's our mind's ego's, perhaps, the ego's way of keeping us safe, right? Say, well, you don't want to go down a path like that because you've been down similar paths like that, and maybe it hasn't worked out well, right? But this, I think, is inhibiting. This is us keeping away from progress, right? Keeping away from our dreams because we're stuck in this memory. We're stuck in this kind of recreating the negative outcomes. And this might not even really be something consciously associated with the past. This could be us envisioning all the wrong ways that this could turn out. And sure, we could do that all day. Any situation, we can think of a million ways that it can go wrong, right? A million ways that we can crash and burn with every decision. That's the ego's way of preserving itself, right? It's a defense mechanism. But the more you envision and visualize the negative outcomes, the more likely those negative outcomes are going to happen. So we need to overcome this, I think. That's a big task. And this card, too, is ruled by Saturn in Libra, which is kind of it's the rejection of all kind of social interactions so that we're not hurt or offended, so nothing goes wrong. Nothing can go wrong if I just don't talk to anybody, right? That's the mind wants to keep other minds away. The ego wants to keep other egos away so that it can be safe and secure. Now, we move to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. And send some comments my way. I really do love reading all of your comments, right? That's kind of the best part of the experience for me, is to hear from all of you, you know. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles here. This is the balance that we see in the Art or Temperance card. Now, Spirit is saying if you feel that you are ready to trust both your intuition and your instinct, if they are both on the same page, then you might have what is considered to be balance, right? Centeredness. And the Four of Pentacles really is saying, if you feel like you're in a good place now, if you feel like your life is fairly steady and balanced, I mean, it's a 4. It's not a 9 or a 10, right? You don't have every single thing you want in life, I don't imagine, and maybe you do. But if we're starting from a good place here with the 4, if we feel solid, stable, safe, then go for it. Because the next card is going for it, and that's the Prince of Wands. This card is going for it. This is action. This is activity in the environment. This is being bold. Right? This is taking some of your cardinal earth and cardinal water energy, because remember, the Cancer energy is fire of water. The Capricorn energy, your energy, is fire of earth. You're the cardinal earth sign. Okay, I'm sure you know that, but I like to emphasize the fire here. And that's the fire of this Prince of Wands. It says go for it. It says initiate this thing. If it is a romantic thing, make the first move. If this is an invitation to go do something, go do it. If you feel safe and secure and stable, do it. Do it. You already know the worst that can happen. So in some ways, it's good that you've been in this Three of Swords a little bit, because you're prepared for how it could go wrong, right? If it crashes and burns, well, hey, you knew it was going to happen, so it's no big deal, right? You might as well try. This is the card of action. And in the position of your environment, it says that maybe you should think about initiating action here, right? Make the first move, right? Make the phone call, start the business, sign up for those classes, whatever it is, whatever this dream is, this is the opportunity now to start it and to, I think, work very hard and get somewhere with it, right? Manifest it. We got to look at the next card here, because that's the Four of Swords. And this is the difficulty. If we look at the 3 and the 4, they're both Libra energies. One is very restrictive, constricting, making smaller, Saturn energy. And the Four of Swords is the very expansive, widening, growing, branching out, reaching out, Jupiter energy, right? So the difficulty here is going to be for you to really turn off the negative thoughts. And maybe to help with that, we should do one of our Language of Flower cards. We don't do these very often, but they're kind of fun. I used to do them every time we'd get a Swords card, but then I found that I was doing like 4, 5, 6 of these every day for every reading, and it got to be a little confusing. So we're going to just save these for special occasions, I think. So to overcome these Swords energies, we have clarity. Bright paths of understanding will open. And what is this opening but the Jupiter energy, right? This is the perfect bridge between these cards. Bright paths of understanding will open. So it's almost like just try to quiet down the negative thoughts, or the kind of the disaster-oriented visualization, right? And just be open. The understanding will come. You will see, you will have the clarity. This is really nice. Because the 3 is very tumultuous. The 3 is an odd number. So it's very active, right? It's a lot of things are moving around. The 4 is stable. It's steady. It's not permanently stable, right? You didn't have a lobotomy or anything. But it's rest, right? It's truce. It's saying, yes, ego, mind, I understand things could go horribly wrong. You don't need to keep telling me, right? And I think this is kind of true in any, even if maybe there are other people too in your life that are saying, no, you shouldn't do that. The A, B, and C, all these bad things could happen. The 4 of Swords is saying, thank you for telling me. You don't have to keep repeating yourself. Let's just leave it at that. I hear you, right? I understand. Now, let's not talk about it anymore, right? Because you have to quiet down this discourse if you're going to hear the intuition, feel the instinct. Yeah. And the next card, well, this is quite beautiful. It's at the end of the path of the serpent, and it's the 8 of Pentacles. So not only do we have the 4, we have this stability, we have this good kind of baseline, a good foundation, right? And maybe this card too is saying that, look, you've already kind of laid the groundwork for this dream. If you think about it, if you feel it, maybe you see that things are already kind of set up the way they need to be, right? You've already laid the groundwork. Going from that 4 to that 8. I mean, this is like a lot of progress. This is like planting the seeds, going out the next day, and suddenly you've got, an 8-foot tall tree. Reminds me of that episode of The Office with the magic beans. Legumes, I think they were. But this is Spirit saying, pursue this, but be cautious. Take it slow, right? You don't have to rush. Yes, you're the one that is meant to initiate this. You have to start pursuing this dream, right? You have to bring it kind of out in the open and start taking action in that direction. But you can do that gradually, slowly, with caution and self-preservation. So this should satisfy the ego. You're not rushing into anything. You're not risking it all, right? You're doing things in a very measured way. Doing things very thoughtfully, right, as they would say, with thought, right? Just not that kind of disaster-oriented negative thinking, but with clarity, clear thinking, which is where the intuition and the instinct really come into it. So I think this is really going to be a good opportunity for you. Whatever this unfulfilled wish or dream is, I feel like you're going to be very happy, right? I feel like there's going to be progress. There's going to be steady growth here, right? Steady growth because you're in this place where you can listen to your intuition. You can feel your instinct. And so what the right moves are. And you're able to keep yourself at a steady pace, but not with haste, not impulsively. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card, though. Right? I'm very, very curious. Maybe this will be the devil energy. If you have a prediction for this mystery card, I would like you to put it down in the comments. I don't think it's going to be the devil card because I just got through saying, maybe I'm going to be chided a bit here for saying it, but you're not acting impulsively. So I feel like the devil card would kind of be a little bit of an impulsive energy, right? It's using maybe too much of that cardinal earth energy, right? Where we do want fire and earth, right? We've got to have this fire and we got to do the earth, but we have to do it in a measured way. The devil card might signify like you're just running forward as fast as you can without any kind of restraint, without any kind of prudence or forethought. So with this, I kind of want to see some water because the only water we have is the water that's within you, the water that you want. But where is it, right? We see this thing is it's growing, it's becoming something, but where's the water that this is supposed to bring? Where's the water that this Knight of Cups is all about? So I think the mystery card is going to be some kind of water, okay? maybe it might be that Ace of Cups, right? To show that, we've got the opportunity here to have this wonderful fulfillment. It might be the Ace of Cups that the Nine of Cups is holding, right? That might be what we get. Or we could get something like a 9 or a 10 of Cups, right? Showing how great this could be, showing the ultimate fulfillment of this wish, this dream, this desire. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say 10. I'm going to say 10 of Cups, right? Showing how perfect this might be. Hey, if you play your cards right, if you water it enough and give it enough sunlight and stuff, it'll grow, right? But the potential here seems very sweet. And that's my prediction. Let's see what we get. Oh, I was this close. The 9 of Cups. See, the 9 of Cups. And this, I think, is even better because this is like, this is the happiness that keeps on happening, right? This is you continuing to pursue this desire, interest, dream, person, career, education, creative, opportunity, whatever it is. I don't know. And this is kind of just getting more and more excited. More and more happiness is coming in. This is a dream that is not just, fulfilled and it's just picture perfect. This is a continual kind of evolution of this thing, even beyond your dreams, right? This is the idea that we get to that 10 of Cups, but then it jumps back a few feet. So we're at a 9 of Cups again, and we've got to go after it. So this is something that keeps growing, keeps getting bigger. More opportunities stem from this. This is really nice. This is the wish, right? Being fulfilled in the process of living your dream. Okay? The process of living your dream. I like this very much. We're going to go ahead and live the extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link in the corner. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings. Okay? New Capricorn readings, Thursdays and Sundays. 6 a.m. Chicago time. I go on air from 6 to 8 Chicago time. Every day I'm here. So come on back and see me again tomorrow. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. Right? It's totally free, and it helps the channel out. I appreciate that. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.